Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature like Starlight was. And I woke up early today. Yay! So Starlight's working on so many things right now, and I know you guys and girls, got a lot going on in your life, with the kids out of school. That is, if you have kids, do you have kids? Of course, mine are all grown up. So anyway, I really hope you're able to get out in nature somewhere. And Starlight loves getting out in nature near the water. That's a right where to go. Right there is right where the water is, whether it's an ocean, a lake, a stream of water. That is so healing right there. I love, you know, um, sit next to the water. That's why I can't wait when I meet my twin flame. We're going to have a picnic near a stream of water somewhere. So anyway, this is the full moon in July 21st, and this is the full moon in Capricorn, just like last month in June. So this is something that, we're going to have a full moon in Capricorn again. But last month was the strawberry full moon, but this is a buck moon. Buck moon, yes, it's a full moon and buck, a full moon and buck moon. So anyway, the reason why is at this time of year with the bucks. That means the deer, the male deers. Woo! A lot going on out there with those. I used to study about the deer, and it's really interesting, all the things that you can learn about deer, and all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes out in the woods somewhere. This is the time that their antlers are at their fullest right now, so it's like that velvety. It is awesome, especially when they're young. The young bucks out there, any young bucks out there? So anyway, I love you all. And so this full moon this is a time really when, like, before the full moon is 3 days before the full moon is the energy starts, is 3 days before. And of course, the most potent time is the day of the full moon, which is on the 21st. And 3 days after the full moon. So these are great days. This is what Starlight does, is every full moon is I do guided full moon meditations for this month. That way I can work on things in my life inside of me, things that I might have to let go of, things that I might have to do. Like on this full moon, like all full moons, there's things that are going on and changes. There will be shifts going on with these full moons, and the reason why I'm into this is because I've had some crazy ass shit happening to me with full moons or eclipses, so that's why I've gotten drawn into the full moon to pay attention to what is going on. And anyway, some of you might know that there's power with the full moon. It does a lot of things with the planet, the tide, people, animals, more than likely the plants, so it does a lot of strange things to people and animals, and the earth. So in the police department knows this. That's when all the lunatics come out. That's when all the lunatics come out. And hospitals know this. There's so many people out in the world that have professions that work with people that they're like, wow, what is up with this time of year, right? This time of month, because of those full moons. So the full moons do have power. Anyway, with this full moon it's a great time to, like I am right now, is to celebrate on all the things that you've been working on. What have you been working on lately? I have been a busy bee. I have to really get my alarm going earlier in the morning because I'm like, wow, I just like the time flies when you're having fun. So it does. It seems to be flying by for Starlight. I don't know about you. I'm just like plowing through every day, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. It's the end of the day already, and here we are, another day, and so I got to get up earlier. And so anyway, a lot is going on. So this is the time to celebrate on any like projects that you've been working on, you know, goals. Like Starlight's been working on her YouTube channel, you know, changing a lot of things, you know, getting getting to know this new app. You know, in my situation, you know, if you're and you know, editing videos, it's one thing when you are in your own house. It's a totally another thing when you don't have a house. You know, here I am straightening my hair in the library today for this video. So this is more challenging for me in my condition, in my situation, living in my car compared to some of you that might be just at home at the comfort of your home. So but anyway, I've been plowing away at all these different things, and I know you can see the difference on my YouTube channel as far as my videos go. But this is the time to celebrate for all the hard work you're doing. You know, give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself a couple of pats. You know, nobody else is gonna. Well, actually, I do have some people out there that are my cheerleaders, cheering me on. Thank all of you, the ones that leave me comments and give me thumbs up, or to even watch my videos. Thank you. See, no more handshakes. So this is a time to really do that. And like I said already, is about, you know, this is the time 3 days before, during, and after, if you want to do any full moon rituals. And if you ever want to, I need to do this myself, is on Facebook, you know, wherever you live, you know, they do have things on Facebook at the event page where you can get connected with other people and do things on the full moon night. You know, like some people go take a walk somewhere. Some people get together and do full moon meditations that night. You know, of course, you got to check out all the details on that to see, you know, does it cost anything? Always check that out. So, like I said, this is a full moon in Capricorn. And this is a time to really, you know, like I said, you know, celebrate yourself on all the hard work that you're doing, like I am. And, you know, like this is a time also, like, not only to celebrate on the hard work that you're doing, is to kind of look at everything. Are you getting everything done? I know there's things that I've got on a back burner. I am still trying to get to those every day, and I gotta switch things around as far as my schedule goes to try to get these things done. And this library a lot of times closes at 6 o'clock. So, you know, so there's a lot of things that I need to be doing. So those are things that you need to do, is get your priorities right. You know, look at things that you might be kind of putting on the back burner. This is a good time to focus on those things, as well as celebrating. Give yourself a pat on the back for what you're doing great, and then say, hey, you know, I'm doing great in this area, but here is an area that I got to kind of work on here. So that way you're kind of at a good full balance with this, and this is a great time for that. And also is, you know, looking at the structure as far as what what you're working on, the foundation of the things that, whatever it is, it could be, you might be doing things out in the community, you know, with family. Maybe you're working on things with your family. So just give yourself a pat on the back. And this is also, let's see, right now is Venus is the sign. Leo will be sexting, that's funny, I'm having a hard time saying that word, Jupiter and Gemini. So this is where it's a very expansive energy and love energy right now, and could be a nice easy, I'm saying this not easily, but it's an easy flowing for communication with Venus right now. So Venus is the planet of love, you know, and relationships. So this is the time, you know, with relationships with Venus. So if you're in a relationship, this is where, you really have to be careful as far as communication goes, and sometimes things are going to flow for some of you, and other times things are not going to flow so well as far as communication. So be really, Starlight goes through this at times with certain people that she communicates to online, where I'm like, there's like sometimes on that person's end, there's like miscommunications with myself and the other person, so this is where we got to really be careful on how we talk to one another as far as relationship goes, family, like husbands, wives, or even if you're going on a date. So also, because of Venus being the love, Venus is the love planet in relationships. This is a outgoing and socialized time, and an advocate sign of Leo. So coming together with Jupiter, the planets will, with expansion and luck. So this is a time of expansion and luck. So Jupiter can amplify the state of other planets, whether it's for the best or not for the best. So like I was saying with communications, is to really be clear on what you're stating and what you mean as far as that goes. And also, because of this, it's a sextile with Venus. This can bring a lot of luck in relationships. So I'm praying for my real twin flame. So that will be great when I finally meet the real twin flame. And so right now with this energy, with the full moon, is, like this is the time, like you might get invited to go somewhere and you might feel like the life of the party. Like you don't want Tigger coming out of Starlight. Wow. You want, you would like to invite Tigger out at your party. Like if you got a party to invite Starlight to, just make sure Tigger comes with her, and you'll be amazed the things that Tigger is, how energetic Tigger is and goofy. So that is, you might end up feeling like that, like the life of the party. And I definitely have that going on sometimes. But with this is with Uranus and Taurus is squaring off with Mercury, which is in Leo. Is when you see these two planets, we suddenly see shifts. And that's what I'm saying with the communication area, is that you really have to be clear with your communications. And even when you're planning stuff, like you might be going on a trip, like this was part of the last month also, is you might be planning stuff and things might not quite go out right. So make sure you take time to really look at all the details of planning anything out in this month, because if you're not looking at the fine details of what's going on and how much things cost and are they still open, I just heard a story the other day, which was that will be another topic, but where a daughter that was going to go to a concert, I don't even know who the singer is, but he canceled out on the concert, and it really devastated the whole family. So that is something that happened. I heard a story, but this story is crazy what happened, and you might have heard about this 11-year-old, the story about this. I'm not sure where I heard this on the radio. I was just like, I have a title and a topic for that message that I heard on the radio. Sometimes I hear things on the radio, I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. But that was one of those stories. I don't want to ruin the surprise as far as my video goes, but coming together with Mercury right now is our thinking process, how we communicate things. So really be cautious on how you're communicating with people. And because of this, there's some people that are not gonna like this kind of energy. There's people that, and this really teaches us to be patient, to be patient in a lot of things right here with this kind of energy. There's some people that, because of the way they were brought up, and, depending on how their parents were, is, they expect everything just to go their way and not to have any bumps in the road. And we all can feel like that at times, but with this energy here is, things might not turn out the way people think. And there's some people that might get really, really emotional at this time. So, depending on who you are and how you handle things, I mean, like, the other day, most people would have flipped out. I did tell one person about this. I had a full cup of coffee on my dashboard in my car, and I put it there because I bought the coffee, or not the coffee, I actually have instant coffee in my car, but I go get hot water at a gas station, and I didn't want to bring it on a hiking trip, but I wanted the coffee, when I get done with a hiking trip, that way I can enjoy it. So I put it in my dashboard of my car to get it heated up by the sun. That way, when I get done with a hiking trip, I'm like, hey, there's my nice hot cup of coffee. And but what happened is when I got off the hiking trip, the trail, I got to my car because I needed to change my wet bikini and my, get my other things on my, my body, my, my bra and panties or whatever. And so I was going to go in the bathroom, take off my wet bikini, off in the bathroom and change my clothes. And so I was exchanging all those things, and I shut the door, to make sure it's locked. And I heard this, and I'm like, what was that noise? Well, that hot cup of coffee, because I shut the door and it was just on the hump of the dashboard, and I've done this other times. It never happened. And that coffee went right, and it's weird. I don't even know where the coffee went. I was like looking around. I'm like, how is this possible? Where I know the coffee went somewhere, and I thought it went on my computer because I slide my one laptop underneath in the driver's side. So I'm thinking, oh my, I bet you my computer got soaking wet. But when I pulled it out, there was no coffee or anything. I was like, where did this coffee go? But amazingly is that I didn't freak out. I was like, well, I guess I just got to go get another cup of coffee. Now, I know a lot of you out there would not respond like Starlight. I was cool and calm about the whole thing. I was more concerned about where did it go. And I had my butterfly dress on that day, and it's thicker material. It's actually kind of warm, when I wear it out on a sunny day. And I didn't know it. I sat on the driver's seat, and I didn't know it all day long, walking around, wearing that outfit. And I didn't realize that I absorbed all the coffee on my butt, and I never felt it because everything was so hot in the car. I just assumed that, it was just that, the seats, the heat from the car. And then later on that night when I changed my clothes, I was putting my stuff away, and then I saw the coffee stains on my beautiful butterfly dress, and I'm like, oh no, I was walking around all day with that stain on my ass. So but I didn't freak out over any of it. So how many of you would have just been like, oh, I guess I just got to go get another cup of coffee? So these are the things that you got to really be aware of as far as this full moon here, because it could shift a lot of things as far as things not going the way it was planned. That was not the way things were planned. That meant I had to go. Of course, it was only 5 minutes away to go get more coffee, and that was a lesson. Will Starlight put hot coffee on the dashboard again? Not anymore. So that was a lesson to learn, is to always look at what did I learn out of this. This is how my mentor taught me this, is what did I learn? Don't put the coffee on the dashboard, Starlight. Oh, okay. I won't do that anymore. So anyway, with this energy it, like I said, it could definitely change, shift some people's moods. You know, when people think they gotta have it their way, like at Burger King, have it your way. Well, this might not quite go your way. Something might kind of like a bump in the road, and you might get really upset. So because of these shifts, it's a good time to really protect your energy, you know, like from people that might not be emotionally going through a good time because of things might not go their way. And also, this is a time for people that are kind of psychic. And I know I've been working on my third eye, and I've been noticing a lot of changes in my life, which is amazing. Is besides the Kundalini guided meditation, I've been working on that. So when you do those things, you're going to have more psychic abilities with your intuition, be able to know things, you know, before they come. So I'm amazed how this works, because things have been happening in my life. So this is the time that you're going to be, your psychic abilities, your intuition is what you're really going to want to pay attention. You really want to pay attention to that anyway. But at this time with this full moon in Capricorn, your psychic abilities are going to even be more potent at this time for this full moon. So you're going to be able to feel people's energies more at this time. So beware of those energies out there, toxic energy, or people that are just not going to really like the shifts that are going on. Is that you definitely want to protect yourself. And let's see, also it's important, yeah, to protect your boundaries, you know, like, you know, and then there's gonna be people like Starlight. There's gonna be bouncing around like a butterfly, you know, just, you know, doing her thing. Because I learned a lot from my mentor, you know, so I do thank him, you know, for the things that I've learned. I never take that man for granted, you know, where you know, you gotta go with that flow, you know, things, you know, like not with the flow of the people, you know, following everybody around like that, but when the energy flow, when the universe guides you, or, you know, and all that, you want to go with that flow. You don't want to fight against it like I did my whole life. You know, I always go against the grain, you know, with a lot of things in life. You know, if everybody's doing that, I'm like, if they're doing that, I'm going to do this. You know, if a whole bunch of people are going that way, I'll go this way. So that is, you know, in the Bible it says, wide way is the way of destruction. So if you're just going along with what everybody else is doing, you know, you're gonna have a lot of lessons to learn, put it that way. So this is a really good time to listen to your intuition. This is a time that's going to be stronger, and depending on your sign, you know, some signs, you know, actually their intuition is even stronger. But, you know, there's guided meditations that help you out besides opening up your third eye. If you want to get to know more about this matrix, really is opening up your third eye, you know, work on guided meditations. That's going to help you to see through the illusions. So anyway, I really hope you get a lot of help from this video. And, you know, I really hope you enjoy your happy full moon. I am so proud of myself. Starlight, you're so good. I'm ahead of myself here. And I'm so glad that I, you know, got this video made now instead of the day before. I want you to get prepared. And that's why I needed to do this video right now on the Capricorn, you know, because that way I can get prepared for it myself before it just hits me. So anyway, I do love all of you. I really hope you get plenty of water, and, you know, also to really be kind to yourself, be gentle, you know, and really, you know, protect your boundaries. Make sure, you know, like just avoid those kind of people. If you're at their house and they're having a really crappy day, you know, like, hey, I gotta get going. I used to teach my kids about this, how to get out of things, but to be honest. So you're like, yeah, I better go home and cook dinner now. Cooking dinner right now is a good thing to do. Yeah, and then when you go home, cook dinner. So you're not lying. You don't want to lie and make up stuff, just to get out of something. Be honest with the people, but say, yeah, I got to go now. So, anyway, I do love you so much. This is Starlight. You can give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget the notification bell, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget, you can leave a message down below. Beep, beep, beep. Don't forget to check out my playlist, and you could share this video. Plus, you can also follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. So anyway, I do love you all. Pour all the love out there. I have been like really doing super. I am so amazed how the universe does things like this. It was a beautiful family that just is trying to figure if they want to live where I am located right now. And it's so funny. I was very friendly. I'm like this with everyone. They were coming towards their car, and I just said hi. I was talking to their beautiful kids, and I was taking empty water bottles out of my car, and I needed water. I gave almost one of my last water bottles to a lady that I talked to yesterday, but I didn't want her dehydrated, and we were in the sun, and God blessed me because I gave her that water. God knew how hard it was for me to like give that lady that bottle of water, when I had a real big need for that water. But I care about people so much, and this is how the universe paid me back by this beautiful family that saw me taking empty water bottles out of my car, and he goes, they don't even know me. We only talked like 10 minutes, and they're like, do you need water? I'm like, yeah, I do need water. So thank you, universe. Thank you, God. So I had to share that with you. That was a sacrifice for Starlight. I didn't, know how I was going to make it through the night without water. So anyway, I love all of you. This is Starlight. Love, light, and peace.